Welcome back to the Buzz with Telos Culture and friends.
Beautiful, beautiful.
And our
Welcome
new
back,
jingle
everyone.
is live.
Welcome back, everyone, to another episode of the Telos Buzz. We got Liam here playing away his guitar. Liam, what was that? That was such a beautiful song. What do you call that?
The GCD. Yeah. The new Telos Culture theme song.
Beautiful. Well, guys, welcome to our episode on everything going on, a recap from Futurist. We got the whole Telos Culture crew here. Let's go through and tell everyone, who we are and how we're doing. You guys know me. I'm Thomas. I actually wasn't on Futurist, so I'm really excited to hear about everything that went on and get some of the details there. I've been watching the videos, but I'm ready to hear it right from the source.
Get the hot gossip.
Exactly. You guys know Liam, but you guys know everyone else here a little bit. Jenna, how what were you doing up at Futurist?
Oh, Janice, can't hear you.
I unmuted and then Michaela muted me. So.
Michaela.
All
right, we're all in it. We're all here.
Yeah, I was just hanging out at Futurist. Came for the second day. Got a snow cone. It was good. They had some Bitcoin pool floaties that I really, really wanted.
Tell me about it. I thought it would be pretty awkward, like walking through the whole conference with a giant Bitcoin pool floaty, though, that I clearly took out of the pool because it's wet.
You deflated.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, those things do shrink up pretty well, but still, I mean, I don't know. I didn't want to be the one. I'm sure someone took those home. Some lucky contest winner or someone who's hung out late at the party.
Mm-hmm.
I really wanted to go just swimming,
Yeah.
Yeah. Update. There was a pool there. Who knew?
Oh my goodness. Well, that's amazing. Let's keep going around the circle. Evan, what were you doing at Futurist? What was your kind of place there?
Man, my role, I had this big duffel bag of t-shirts, and I would go around and say, hey, can I tempt you with a Telos tee? And then usually people would say yes, and a lot of people even knew what Telos was. I was really, happy to find, especially the people who knew what Telos was, because I knew they'd be the most excited about getting a t-shirt, but lots of people wanted to hear all about it. I did, honestly, my floor talk wasn't the best. I should have practiced a script before I went there. But I was basically able, especially the first day, I was able to say, here's a t-shirt, come to the Purple Room later for drinks and to hear more about Telos. And I don't know, I think Liam should give us the update on the Purple Room in just a little bit, but that was a major hit. So yeah, I got rid of my t-shirts both days in a row. We only have a sparse few left for some select individuals, and perhaps even maybe a little giveaway later. Who knows?
Nice. We got Chris Barnes in the audience here. Thanks for joining us, Chris.
Hey.
It's good to see you. Evan, you said some people didn't say yes to a t-shirt. What was their response?
Mostly the response was can I get one from you at the end? I don't want to carry anything around. And I would be yeah, if you can find me later, but inevitably I'd run out of t-shirts by that point. They were popular.
You were hustling too. You were
too long.
You pushed your way through the crowd at the Brave table to make sure the Brave, you were just hustling. You were screw Brave, come get a Telos t-shirt. You all I caught you giving one to a Polygon guy too. You were hey.
Oh yeah, totally. I mean, people with cool t-shirts on definitely want cool t-shirts, right? So Polygon shirts, you can kind of tell maybe where people are associated. There were some big names there, so we made some cool connections for sure. And yeah, lots of cool people are rocking Telos tees now.
Yeah, I think we need to shout out Chris Barnes for those Telos tees because they are
100%.
Very nice, and I see why
high quality t-shirts. Thank you, Chris, for the t-shirts. And also, speaking of Chris Barnes and the Purple Room, Chris Barnes gave a wonderful fireside chat with Eve LaRose. Really cool to hear about kind of the future of governance in the USIO chain. We're going to hopefully get that online next week, so you all can enjoy it as well. It was really cool, I think, to hear them talk, and super fun, really, to see the collaboration between the Telos ecosystem and the EOS ecosystem. So lots of fun stuff there, Chris. Really appreciate all your work at Futurist. It was a blast.
Guys, we just realized we forgot to intro Brian. Brian, you were at Futurist. Tell us about what you were doing up down there.
Oh, I was there mostly just to make some contacts for Telos, like talking to some of the NFT artists, sharing some of like the tech behind Telos and why it's like better than launching on some of the other networks. Then we reached out to some of the exchanges, and got some more details. Put a face to Telos so that it's easier to interact with them in the future. That was mainly my role.
Yeah. Brian is the face of Telos.
Well, just
you might not have known, but that's the face of Telos.
A lot of people involved in Telos. It's just not. I'm not the only one.
Post your guesses on which exchange was rude in the chat or in the comments after. A couple exchange. Most everybody we talked to is really nice, except for one, I think. We won't name names though.
Yeah.
But you can guess.
Yeah, you can guess as much as you want though. Yeah. What else, Jenna? You came the second day. What did you like the most about the conference?
Yeah, I really want to hear about all the vibes because I was not there. I didn't get to see any of it. What was it like being there?
The venue was super cool. Like, it was at a nightclub, and then it had like a back cabana pool area, which is where I spent most of my time. Just hanging out. They had some nice couches. It was super sunny, right on the water in Toronto, so you could see the skyline and the CN Tower. It was just a really, really funky vibe. And inside they had like TVs kind of tilted portrait with NFTs on them. So there's like a little NFT gallery everywhere. It had a really good vibe. Definitely a cool vibe.
That sounds super cool.
Yeah, the skyline view was great. The second day there was yachts there. I kind of wished we could have gone on the yachts. There was also helicopter rides happening, so it was a blast.
Yeah, it was crazy. The Toronto Island Airport's not too far away either, so there's planes, like especially small aircraft, like just constantly flying over top. So like, I got some cool footage of like, a boat pulling by and then like a helicopter landing and then like pan to like a plane flying right over us toward the Toronto skyline. Like, it was very cool. Felt very like exciting and pretty bougie, like I don't spend a lot of time in clubs, and this one was like by far the fanciest I'd ever been in. The main stage particularly had a very cool vibe to it. Lots of like ringed display sort of what would you call them, almost like banner rings with like lights on them that would change color and like display say like Ethereum all across them, or whoever's on the main stage speaking. Very, very cool spot. Speaking of, yeah, it was pretty packed in there. There were lots of people, upwards of like 6,000 guests.
Yeah, lots of good big names there too. MEXC Exchange was there. I'm trying to think who else was notable. Métis DAO was there. Brave, of course. We saw some Polygon people. It was a great event. My favorite thing was there was a squirrel wallet there, and I don't think it was the Telos squirrel wallet, but it was also called Squirrel Wallet, and their icon was an acorn. We didn't get to connect with them. We got some of their cards, so we're gonna have to reach out and tell them to come to Telos EVM, because they're like an Ethereum-based squirrel wallet.
I think they're multi-chain, but I think adding Telos shouldn't be, it should be right up on the top of their list.
Squirrel chain, if you're
really
watching, come get some acorns. Yeah, but it was a fun event. Should we jump into my favorite part of this stream, which is going to be the Toronto tour outtakes?
Let's jump into it. Yeah. So Liam, give us a little preface. What have you cooked up for us here?
Well, let me tell you. About 20 minutes of work went into this before this live stream. I just went through and grabbed some of the bits of us goofing around, the stuff that didn't make it. Some of it actually did make it into the final video, which will be posted today as well on the Telos Foundation channel. But some goofing around, shenanigans from the Telos Culture team. Evan messing up his words a ton, myself tripping on Vitalik Buterin, which is great, and lots of other stuff. So yeah.
Liam gets up close and personal with Vitalik.
Telos Toronto.
For those of you that don't know, Liam is like every stereotypical dad with his camera.
Yeah, this is pretty much just like my dad's like slideshow of like favorite memories from the conference.
Like he's gonna plug in his camera to the TV and make everyone watch all the photos.
Exactly. Well, with that, shall we bring it up?
Let's let it rip.
Hey there, we're here at we're here at not Decentral. Hey, it's Evan. There's lots of great stuff happening at Futurist Toronto. We're here on day 2 of we're here at Telos is hosting a party later at
I'm looking at like flip-flops, and Liam holds up a shirt that says, "Y'all, I'm from Texas." And I was like, "Oh, that's great. I'll get that one." And then he goes, "Wait, no," and holds up a shirt that says, "Who's in my pants?"
I'm curious, does anyone recognize which city and this is from?
Toronto.
It's not Toronto. It is.
Hey guys, today we're getting back to the futurist.
There you have it. The futurist outtakes. Not too many outtakes. Next event we'll focus on getting some more, shenanigans and bits. Maybe make this a bit of a tradition for our team.
Yeah, the consensus outtakes is probably.
I should try to find. Yeah, we went.
There's so much footage from that trip, though.
5 minutes of that. Oh, look, we got Daniel Keys here.
Woo!
Oh my gosh, the futurist turnout is off the chain. It's incredible. Why are you guys even here? You know what happened there? Get out of here. No, I'm just kidding. It's so good to have you.
It's great to have Daniel Keys and a lot of other people from the US community out. For those who don't know, Daniel Keys is from CEO of US Nation, also involved in Pomelo, which we should talk about in a bit, and a lot of other projects in the USA ecosystem. Also a block producer candidate on the Telos mainnet, so go vote for Telos for EOS Nation.
Can you imagine if you finish that sentence? You're like, Daniel Keys is great, but vote for Telos Culture.
Add it to the outtakes.
No, it's really cool to connect with him and everybody else. A lot of those people who you just haven't seen in person for the first time. Be like, wow, you are 3D. You are a real human being. It was just fun. So actually on our video that we have coming out today on the Telos Foundation channel, you'll catch a quick interview with Daniel Keys. So stay tuned for that. It'll be super fun.
Also, everyone did live up to the Telos community being tall.
Right. That is like the ongoing, like, how tall is the Telos community? We took our guesses for consensus. We took our guesses for futurist. And the answer is yes. Everyone is very tall.
We should do like an anonymous Telos task of how tall everyone is.
How tall do you think?
Get an average.
Get some data.
Oh yeah.
Find the average. Because I bet like
I'm like way down there. I'm bringing down the average.
We'll get you some platform shoes. It'll be perfect.
Next
I gotta get myself some platform shoes.
Yeah. Well, anything to Go ahead,
I
Evan.
was gonna say none of us are the shortest guys, but like all the other Telos guys, I feel like made us look short. I don't know. But I just wanted to mention too how and I kind of alluded to it earlier, but yeah, the Purple Room was a huge success, and you mentioned I think that you're going to post some footage from that later this week.
Yeah, we'll be posting the presentations. We'll at least be posting Eve and Chris Barnes' chat. I did an intro on Telos 101, everything you need to know about Telos in 10 minutes or less. I think it might have been a little over 10 minutes, but it was a fun chat. And also Adam from Detroit Ledger Tech gave an awesome talk on just Telos Tech and the ecosystem. So those are just great materials. Hopefully, we'll run a lot more events like this in the near future and, build out our curriculum of how we get people up to speed on Telos very 't at these events.
Yeah, it was just such a fantastic turnout, a lot of interest. And, you looked around and, I mean, we could get into the hilarious drama that was the Purple Room live. I mean, basically, something happened and we ended up knocked off the schedule, and the venue just wasn't really prepared for us at that moment for whatever reason. We still don't exactly know what happened. They were great, don't get us wrong. Yeah. Venue organizers were fantastic, but they messed up that one thing. So we were scrambling at the last minute sort of to find our bartender, to find our tech guy.
We promised all these people free drinks if they came out, and then there was no bartender. And, people were restless, thankfully.
I was going to say, though, even when we did finally get our bartender, and it looked like most people weren't there for the free drinks. I mean, don't get us wrong, they were popular, but still, any other event.
In the metaverse right now.
What's happening to Brian?
I think I'm back. Whoa.
Brian just transported somewhere and came back.
I went to the future.
Oh my gosh. Welcome back from the futurist, Brian. Tell us all about it. How was it?
So we're in Toronto 2023.
Telos was at $10.
Telos was at $10.
Not financial advice. Cough.
Yeah, definitely not financial advice.
Anyways, the Purple Room was great. We had over 60 people in there. The room was packed. It was super fun to have all those people really, and they all hung out, right? They didn't just come for the free drinks. They stuck around and sat and listened to the talks, and were encouraged to learn about Telos. It was cool to find out the people who we didn't tell about the free drinks, a fair amount of people who just showed up because they wanted to learn about Telos and they had heard about it. Even some partners, people who were like, oh, we're thinking of launching on your chain. So we saw you were here. We just wanted to come out. So I think it was validating to see that word is getting out about Telos and people are hearing about us and, joining the ecosystem.
It was great. The whole room was packed. People had to be standing in the back.
Yeah.
There just wasn't enough room for all the people that want to learn more about Telos there.
It was a good time. And the room was called the Purple Room. So how perfect was that? We did not plan that. It just worked out that way. Yeah.
Yeah. And I mean, the Purple Room was great too. Again, credit to the venue. It was a very cool space.
Totally. Shall we talk about Pomelo quick? Segue out of Futurist.
Pomelo was there too. I mean, some representatives anyway. So yeah, let's do it.
I want to talk very briefly about that fox that Evan was standing next to, the mascot, who wasn't MetaMask, and he had a gold tooth.
His name was Sly as Fox or something like that.
And Evan was very starstruck.
Yeah.
I just feel like that's worth bringing up.
Clip as it's
it wasn't starstruck. I didn't know who he was, but I was still definitely intrigued.
Evan at Disney World.
Yeah, exactly. Crypto Disneyland. Oh, if there was a Crypto Disneyland, I'd be there.
That would be amazing. I'm trying to think what figures would be there. You'd have the MetaMask Fox, obviously. Squirrel from Telos.
You'd have people just dressed up as Vitalik and
There'd be so many Vitaliks to trip over, Liam.
Yeah.
It's a whole ride as you have to trip Vitalik.
Liam was
and let's get into that story. Yeah, let's get into that story because you actually touched Vitalik Buterin.
That was pretty
You're
wild.
one of the only people at the event who touched him. He didn't shake hands, he didn't stick around after, so you
He
are
was like,
probably...
what's going on? We had the camera. A lot of camera people were jumping up on stage to just, get their close-up. So I was like, you know what? I'm going to jump up on stage, stand on the edge, and get my shot. And then the presentation ended, and he had to leave the stage. And I guess I was standing in front of the doorway that he had to exit on. So he went to walk down the steps. And I was like, what do I do? And both of us had this like, does not compute moment where neither of us knew where to go. And I stepped on his heels. And then eventually he found his way out. It was a whole thing.
Oh my.
It was funny because it looked like he was going to exit your way. Then you kind of he didn't fall or anything, but you slightly tripped him, and then he changed direction and went up behind the curtain out back.
Yeah. He's like, bye. So good times. Never forget. Pretty surreal, to be that close to Vitalik, and I screwed it up by tripping on him. Or he'll just remember us now. So good times.
Yeah, you can say, "Hey, I'm that guy. I'm that guy who tripped you."
Yeah, you remember?
Yeah.
Anyways, Pomelo guys, lots of projects are live at Pomelo right now. Again, we've got Daniel Keys here in the audience. EOS Nation is one of the main teams behind Pomelo. Pomelo is a platform for funding public goods via quadratic funding. And you can check out a video that we just posted actually on our YouTube, about 7 minutes, that breaks down everything Pomelo is. We've got a ton of Telos projects on Pomelo right now, and it would be
There's
great.
so many.
Yeah. How many? What's their count at, Thomas? Beyond just the sheer number of just EOSIO projects, which is also amazing. There's a lot of Telos related projects that are launched on multiple chains and on Telos, projects that are just on Telos. Where are we at?
There's about like at least it looks like a tenth of the there's about like 12 or so projects that are Telos or like Telos related, which is really cool. Pomelo saw the most applications this season that they've ever seen. Grants got accepted, so yeah, super great to see so many Telos projects up there. Final count as we go through, and a couple more are actually a couple more just got submitted and under review and got accepted. So yeah, there's definitely a lot. That is what I will say.
Yeah, that's awesome. And I mean, shout out to Pomelo. Everyone go vote for your public goods or throw your hat in the ring, i.e. a little bit of EOS will go a long way with quadratic funding.
169 grants this season from Daniel Keys. Wow, that's amazing. But yeah.
Oh, wow.
That's a lot of projects.
Liam was so blown away he had to take a break.
I'm back. I think.
We were laughing at you.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so there, guys, there's lots of projects to go in and check out on Pomelo. So we're going to drop a link to all the Pomelo site. You can check out everything that's going on over there. You can find a couple of grants from Telos Culture here. You can also find a bunch from Telos that are supporting things on Telos. They're supporting EOSIO. Liam, where are you going, man?
I went to the future too.
Holy moly. Welcome back. I bet the future was very bright.
Telos is at 100.
Oh my goodness.
Sorry, continue, guys. Pomelo.
Pomelo's super cool. Go and check it out. That's what we got to say.
Beautiful.
And yeah, guys.
Vote for Telos Culture, guys. It's a BP. Stay tuned for our footage from those events too. I mean, they're not going out right now, but soon. And yeah, join us, in spirit in the Purple Room.
Yeah,
For
we've
sure.
got we're very close to being a paid standby. So we've got some. I was not expecting that banner to pop up. Kind of spooked me. We got some things planned for when we get a paid standby position. So stay tuned for some exciting news and smash that like button and subscribe to Telos Culture.
Oh yeah, and yeah, guys, if you really, really like the work that we're doing, like your votes really do count for getting us to that next step, the last few spots to be standby. We're so close, and we couldn't have done it without all you guys. So thank you so much for voting, for getting other people to vote. It does make a difference, and it means the world to us. So thank you.
Thanks for sticking around, everybody, and watching. We'll see you all. Actually, quick little update. We aren't going to be doing the Monday Buzz for a little bit. We're going to be focused on producing some more higher quality content, things like that last Pomelo video and, getting ready for the Telos Scouts. So we won't see you Monday, but we'll see you next Friday for another buzz and another guest. I'm not sure who our guest is, so just keep your eyes out on the social media for that.
Heck yeah.
100%. Looking forward to seeing y'all there. And everyone who we did see at Futurist, thanks so much for coming out to the Buzz. It's great to see you here. And everyone who came out to the Buzz, also so great. Thank you. It's such a pleasure every week. And all my co-hosts, my fabulous co-hosts and coworkers, lovely to be chatting with you all.
Always a pleasure. All right, guys. Have a great weekend. We'll see you soon.
Bye, guys.
Bye.
Peace.